Yes.
So, we have anyone online that can confirm we have audio?
Sean, audio check. Sean, audio check.
You're muted. Yes, I heard you.
Sean, audio check. Anyone in the audience? Online audience? See if you have an idea. No.
I think I played in a band or something.
Welcome back, everyone. Are you ready to join us?
Recording in progress.
I want to welcome everyone back, and we thank you for your patience going through this project. I will entertain a motion to reconvene the regular Board of County Commissioners meeting. It is now 1:38 p.m.
Second motion.
Commissioner Luis Lopez?
Yes.
Commissioner Hess? Yes. Commissioner Felix Lopez?
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, all of you presenting this project to Los Angeles County. There were so many questions that I believe that need to be addressed, and we would like to address these to next era to see if you would be willing to respond to these as a matter of condition of moving this forward. Let me go ahead and go through some of the questions that we had, and then certainly you'll get a copy of these. Ensure that the project is at all times in compliance with all state laws and regulations, including those for negotiation with mineral right owners. And no need to, I think you can pretty much get a nod from this version. So submit a final road use agreement that is agreed upon both by the company and by Los Angeles County. Develop and submit an emergency management fire response plan to the Board of County Commissioners that includes the input and in consultation with the Los Angeles County Emergency Manager, local fire departments, and the health department. Ensure that the plan is updated every 5 years. Revise and update the bond every 5 years and ensure that it is written to survive any sale, transfer, or any other assignment. Provide updates to the Board of County Commissioners regarding the project every 5 years when renewing the bond. Provide written notice to the Board of County Commissioners, the planning director, and the emergency manager within 24 hours of any emergency incident that takes place at the project. Provide the MSD sheets to the Board of County Commissioners at least 90 days prior to commencing the construction of this project. Any damaged turbines, regardless of the damage, shall be repaired within 30 days, and documentation of the repair shall be provided to the Board of County Commissioners and land use director within 14 days of repair. Provide a draft of the proposed final decommissioning plan to the Board of County Commissioners for comment and consideration. And provide documentation from CPW regarding wildlife migratory corridors. At least 60 days in advance, provide Los Animas County Land Use Director notice of the projected start date. I think these were some of the questions and conversation that we have had today. So at this point in time, I'll open it up for my fellow commissioners if there is any extrapolation of these conditions that we have here on the table. I'd like to extend the opportunity to anyone from the company or my fellow commissioners.
Chairman, if I may, thank you. Thank you all for coming today. This is, there's some really good topics and discussions that were had today, and I'd like to focus on some of the comments that were made today by folks here in opposition and in proponent for this. And I'd like to really go back to Mr. Goodrich's comment about how they're all neighbors, friends, and family. You know, we'll continue to do so. I believe it was Mr. Goodrich that said that earlier today. After this, wind turbines are here or not, and that is something that was heartfelt for me. Of these private property rights, and that was the second topic that was brought up many times today is personal property rights and the rights that these landowners have to put a red cow or a red turbine on their property. Those concerns really weigh heavily on me, and also the other comments Mr. Swanson made of the horizon, and they're seeing that again with those turbines on there. I'm a true advocate for those private property rights as well, of seeing that beautiful sunset without that. Now all of those, Mrs. Keeler, in her comments that was made, and I respect her very well for many years as well regarding some of these issues, as those that are in favor for it as well had very many good comments to say on the economic impacts of the community and how it works. What this turbine field will do for this community and creation of jobs and not of jobs. Mrs. Noy, your comments as well. Thank you for your time of being here today. I really feel that we're in a position here as county commissioners to be put in a position where we, when we're sworn into office, we swear to uphold the Constitution of the state of Colorado and the United States. Having doing so, we are guided by rules and regulations and statutes, and that's pretty much the purview that we have in place here today of how we move forward or we don't move forward with this. I believe Commissioner Lopez just read off a lot of stipulations here, possibly that the company would be able to be compliant with. However, I didn't hear enough testimony that we were against the statutes that were bound by the state of Colorado and the county commissioner. And not only do we not represent you folks that live out in the King Pritchett area, we represent 15,000 other residents of Los Angeles County as well, and have to protect those folks from any possible litigation or moving forward in that concern. That's my biggest problem with this. But the wind turbines, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I think they are nice. However, it is not my personal opinion how to make a ruling on this type of situation. I'm bound by laws and statutes, and that's it here today. So, Chairman, I thank you for the time, and I give it.
Thank you. Ms. Bunch, any comment?
Yes, I'd like to just address the listed conditions. You just listed off, they are all acceptable to Nextera with one amendment or change that we'd like to propose, which is that any damaged blade be repaired within 30 days. We are just a little bit concerned about potential supply chain issues to fully repair and replace. What we can commit to, and I believe this would satisfy the Commissioner's concern, is to take down any damaged blade or clean up any blade that is on the ground within 30 days. Provide that update within 14. But it's something that could potentially take longer to get a new blade shipped out. If it's an internal mechanism that has to be switched out, we'd like additional time for that. We can certainly commit to taking down any damage, cleaning up any damage within those 30 days.
I think for my fellow commissioners, that sounds reasonable, as long as it's not going to be laying on the ground, and then that's going to be between you and the landowner to do a full assessment of could be damage that happened to that property.
Yes.
No, so thank you so much. And reminding all of you that will provide that provided comment, thank you for coming in front of us. I think as renewable energy, whatever that means, the proponents and the opponents, I mean, this is about neighbors being neighbors and being reasonable with one another. So it is now on your court and on your side for next era to continue the communication if once we if this project is going to be approved, with the possibility to maintain the neighborly communication with everyone within the district. So again, Commissioner Harris, any comments? At this point in time, if we do not have any additional comments on that, I am going to entertain a motion.
Chairman will make the motion to approve SUP 2023-004 by Los Angeles Wind LLC.
Second motion. Commissioner Hess.
I'm sorry, we need some clarification.
With the stipulations.
With the conditions with the one condition amended as was presented or as you initially addressed?
With I believe we're okay with the recommendation that was given back to us.
Okay, so then it's to approve with the conditions initially stated with that one edit. Is that
Yes.
the motion?
That's my motion, Council. Thank you. And thank you, Ms. Nelson and Mr. Lucero for all your efforts on this issue. So I'll restate my motion to approve SUP 2023-004 by Los Angeles Wind LLC with the conditions read aloud here today by Chairman Felix Lopez. With the edit. And the road bridge.
Are we good, Mom? Second motion. Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Felix Lopez.
Yes. Thank you all. It is now 1:48. This public hearing is closed.
Chairman, if I may, I'm making a motion to enter back into the regular session of Board of County Commissioners meeting at this time.
Second motion. Commissioner Hess. Yes. Commissioner Luis Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Felix Lopez.
Yes. So at this time, we're going to go to 8I, consideration of big net services agreement with Mr. Dorlan.
Commission, before you for your consideration is bid services agreement. When we advertise for projects and RFQs and RFPs, we want to broaden our submissions, I guess I would call it, to as many potential consultants or companies as possible. Along those same lines, this BidNet agreement would allow us to expand our submissions and our requests. We currently use a company called DemandStar, in addition to what our procurement policy requires us to follow. We'd also like to add this service. It will not cost the county any money unless we go outside of their scope, which I don't see us ever having to do that. So that's the board to approve this agreement.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Council, you have any concerns?
You didn't send this one to me in advance, did you?
I'm sorry.
You didn't send this one to me before the meeting, did you?
I believe so. I believe you said you didn't have any issues.
On this one? I don't remember if I reached out to Mr. Interim on this. I did read it for the packet for today, and based on not having to commit to anything financially unless we go above, I don't have a concern at that point.
And if the board wishes to table it, the board can table it.
It is not time sensitive.
No, we've been working back and forth there for months.
I think I'd rather,
I would make the motion to table the bid services agreements and review it thoroughly.
Second motion.
Commissioner Luis Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
yes. AJ, consideration of public trustee, second quarter report. That is pretty much self-explanatory, and the computer just froze. Any questions on that? Okay, otherwise I will entertain a motion.
Motion approved. Building trustee second quarter report.
Second motion.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes. Financial matters, consideration of bills and payroll for the second half of June 2023. Finance Director Coburn.
Payroll as of June 30th, 2023 is $202,237.59. Do you have any questions on payroll? Let's see, bills paid on June 21st was $407,480.52. And so this was a special packet because we had, I think the grant that we wanted to get out, grant 9597, and that was for $395,999.68. The second packet was paid on June 28, 2023 for $198,754.76. Within this packet, we did pay the change order for the retaining wall for $10,300. Any other questions that I might have missed on the invoices?
Questions thus far? Any questions, Commissioner?
Sir.
Otherwise, I will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve bills and payroll for the second month of June 2023.
Second motion.
Commissioner Luis Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes. Now we come back to the executive session. The board will meet in executive session under CRS 24-6-424B, confirm with the county attorney for the purposes of receiving legal advice on specific legal questions. A, forest service maintenance. B, liquor license. C, opioid funds. D, support letter. E, financial rules commission. Mr. Borough Operator, you had mentioned something, but I think that's the only ones that we're going to cover, so we'll entertain a motion. So moved.
Second motion.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Commissioner Luis Lopez,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.